Ever wonder how that sweet corn you buy at the store ends up perfectly canned and fresh? Well, it all starts in the fields where the harvest begins. But the real magic happens after those corn cobs are picked. Let me take you behind the scenes of how millions of cobs are processed and canned to perfection, ready for your dinner table. So the trucks arrive and dump mountains of freshly harvested corn onto the courtyard. Massive plows then push these corn cobs onto conveyor belts. From there, the process becomes a symphony of machinery and human precision. As the cobs reach the end of the belt, they take a dramatic plunge into a specialized machine where a series of wheels grip the leaves and tear them away from the cob. It's kind of like giving each cob a quick haircut. As the cobs continue cruising down the line, workers stand by, keeping a close watch. Any cob that looks a little too rotten to be served to people, well, its fate is sealed. It'll be repurposed as pet food, making sure nothing goes to waste. Now, here's where things get high-tech. The machine uses light sensors to make sure all the cobs are facing the same direction. If any are flipped the wrong way, a lever gently nudges them to spin them around. Everything needs to be lined up just right before the next big step. Now comes the part where we say goodbye to the cob. The corn cobs are fed through spinning knives that are smart enough to adjust to the size of each cob, slicing off the golden kernels. These tiny pieces of corn, also called niblets, start flowing down the conveyor belt, looking like a river of gold. It's an amazing sight, millions of niblets moving down the line, ready for their next stage. After months in the field, all that corn needs a good wash. While they're taking a dip, hollow or bad pieces float to the top and are removed, ensuring only the best kernels move forward. Cleaned and ready, the corn is sifted through another machine where any oversized bits, like leaves, are separated from the kernels. Here's another cool moment of technology at work. A special camera scans the corn, looking for any damaged or bad bits that escaped the first inspection. Any bad kernels are immediately discarded. Once the corn is sorted, it's time to preserve that fresh flavor by canning it. A little salt and water are added to each batch, helping to lock in the natural sweetness. The cans are then filled with exactly 140 grams of corn, no more, no less. A camera double checks each can to make sure the weight is spot on. And when it comes time to seal the cans, they're placed in a vacuum chamber so that no air gets trapped inside, which is crucial for long-term freshness. But we're not done yet. The cans are now placed into a giant sterilizing machine, which is basically a massive boiling pot. For 6 minutes, they're heated to about 266 degrees Fahrenheit, which not only seals in the flavor, but also makes sure the corn will stay good for years to come. After 20 minutes of gradual cooling, the cans are marked with a best buy date. Finally, the cans are stacked and stored in the warehouse. Over 2 million cans are produced in just 2 months. Eventually, they'll be labeled and shipped to stores across Europe. So, the next time you crack open a can of sweet corn, just remember all the incredible steps that went into making sure you're getting the best kernels possible. And spare a thought for the ones that didn't quite make the cut. Some of those lesser cobs, well, they're off to become pet food.